Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Krista. I'm the creator behind Krista's Crochet. I like to share fun stories and projects, so grab your yarn and let's chat. Today is June 9th, and in my last video, I had said I was going to start my 6-day star blanket, and I did in fact start it, and this is my progress so far. I'm not going to go too much into the details about it because I am making its own video, but yeah, she is super soft. It is working up pretty quickly. I am very happy with it. So yeah, this is one thing I'd really like to get done this week. But after reading like some other comments on TikTok videos of people doing the 6-day star blanket, the 6-day blanket is only the kid size blanket. So it's a lot harder to do the adult size blanket in 6 days. And I have 3 skeins of this Karen latte cake, and I really want to make it big, so I was kind of planning to use all 3 skeins. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it in 6 days. As I've like mentioned in my previous video, I'm like somewhat still recovering from surgery. I'm virtually in no pain, but I'm still like having at-home visits with the nurse. And I don't go for my follow-up until Wednesday, and that they're going to decide like what they're going to do then, with like either taking me in for a second procedure or just letting the cyst heal. But regardless, I still have an open wound from the first surgery, because when you have a cyst, they want it to heal from bottom up, so they have to like keep it packed so it heals that way. In addition to my star blanket, I really want to make progress on my crochet book tracker vine. That was supposed to be my goal around 3 or 4 weeks ago, but that is when my medical issues started. I feel like I keep making like all these goals and then I don't do them, but it has been a weird couple weeks. But I am feeling so much better. I have gotten my motivation to crochet to come back. So I definitely want to make progress on that. I finished Light Lark last night, so I do need to make the flower for that. I have to make the 2025 to put on the garland, and then figure out if I'm going to do like one big flower in the beginning. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but I'm hopefully going to work on that today. That is on my to-do list for today. I'm going to be doing a pattern test for Crochet by Jenna this week. I guess since this video has been coming out for a week and a half, I can say what it is, because she revealed it on her Patreon. It is going to be a Care Bear, technically a mini bear. We can't say Care Bear, but they are super cute and I am very excited to make mine. I would say those are my 3 main things for this video, even though the blanket is really not going to be a huge part of the video, since again it's going to have its own standalone video. I've also spent the last couple of days thinking a lot about my crochet business, and I think I've mentioned this in a previous video. I keep like reevaluating how I want to run my business, how I want to do my social media, stuff like that. And I think there's only a handful of people who have actually watched all my vlogs from my first vlog, but I have changed the way I have done them over the past few months, and I will probably continue to change the way I do them. When I start filming, I kind of go into it blindly. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm not planning what I'm going to say. And I don't know if planning it would make it easier, because I do like lose my train of thought a lot, and I notice like when I'm editing, I have to cut out a lot, and that makes it very choppy. So like I can continuously talk in full sentences, like one after the other, instead of like making it super choppy. I also realized I haven't been showing like a lot of crochet content in my videos. I think it was like that even before I started having that really bad pain. So I really want to like change that and show more crochet content, because I know that's what people want to see. People don't necessarily want to sit here and listen to me talk unless I'm crocheting. I've also thought about my short form content a lot, like my YouTube shorts, TikToks, and Reels. I think doing series is very popular because people want to keep coming back for part 2 or part 3 or part 4, whatever the case may be. And so that's what I'm doing with my star blanket. I am going to do like daily updates, and the original plan was to finish the blanket before I start posting the daily updates. But because it might take me longer than I am expecting, I don't know if I'm going to do it that way now. I think if it gets to day number 6 and I'm still not done, then I'll start posting the videos I have, because as of right now, I've already started filming the videos for it. But I do think I'm going to continue making videos like that, because I have a lot of long-term projects I'm like trying to finish. I'm just also like trying to take my time on things. Like even outside of crochet, I rush on things, if that makes sense. Like it's just silly things. Like I have bad handwriting because I won't slow down when I'm writing. Or I'll sometimes get lazy with crochet projects because I am rushing through them and want to get them done, and I end up having to frog them. I've also been told, like when I am at places like aquariums, or I've gone to a lot of botanical gardens within the past few years, like anything in that realm, I tend to rush through them. I don't know why. I've always been like that. I even had to go to speech all through elementary school because I rushed while talking. Granted, I had a lisp as well, and I still do. A lot of people tell me they can't hear it though, but it's just like a whole bunch of like those little things, so you can probably see what I'm saying, like just rushing through things. So like now I want to take my time editing my videos, YouTube videos, and my short form content, taking my time on crochet projects, so when I finish them I am happy with them. I don't have any custom orders or commissions or like even any markets coming up, so I am not on a deadline. And I know I just talked about wanting to get my 6-day star blanket done pretty quickly. That's a little bit different. As the like video and pattern says, it's an easy pattern, but it's not a beginner pattern. So it has been pretty easy for me to work up. By getting it done quickly, I more so mean working on it daily, having daily progress updates, not just like, I don't want it to be like some of my other long-term bigger projects where I work on it for a couple days and then don't touch it for months. But anyways, I think like when I finish the pattern test and my garland, I want to go back to my granny square challenge and see where I'm at on that. I need to go through and see what granny squares I do have, and I need to edit the video that I've started for it to also see where I'm at with that, because I've been dragging this on since February, but of course a lot has happened between February and now, so I just kind of want to see where I'm at with that. It is on my to-do list to edit some videos today. For the most part, I'm pretty good about editing videos as I go. I've learned trying to edit a lot of footage at once is a lot, and it's tiring, and I get lazy with it because I'm trying to rush through it. Because another thing I'm trying to do is post twice a week. I have quite a few videos started, and I have quite a few ideas. 2 ideas I have gone recently were crochet story times. I think I mentioned this in last video, I'm not really sure. My other idea is kind of like a crochet with me, if that makes sense. Kind of how like some people will do the study with me, but I thought about like sitting in my like little crochet corner in my room and putting on like my galaxy projector and having my fairy lights behind me and like just a very cozy vibe, and then like putting lo-fi music on the video and just crocheting like in real time, and make it like an hour-long video, which I know probably sounds insane, but like when you're crocheting and stuff, at least for me, time kind of flies by. So, and I honestly like love when people go live and crochet, because I like crocheting along with them, but I often miss the lives. So one thing I'm really hoping is to be able to start going live. I have like thought about it before. I was going to do Twitch and YouTube because you could do them like simultaneously. I don't know, I don't really think I have enough subscribers on YouTube for anyone to actually watch my lives, and Twitch is very hard to get started with. That isn't enough yapping for now. I have to go film my update on my 6-day star blanket for YouTube and my short form content. And I have a pretty long to-do list of everything I want to get done today, outside of crochet as well. Some of it's crochet, some of it's not. So, well, I will talk to you guys later, hopefully with an update on my book tracker project. Hello everyone, today is June 10th. I did not get that much done on my blanket yesterday. I only got one more row. Basically what happened is I picked up a shift at work and I had so many other things to do yesterday that I was trying to get those done before I hardcore worked on my blanket. But then I ended up going to work, which is still good news for me so I can make more money. Totally fine, today is a new day. However, I did pick up a shift today, but I knew I had this shift picked up. I picked it up yesterday rather than a couple hours before I needed to leave. So the plan is to work on the blanket as much as possible, but I also need to work on my book tracker project, and I finally got the pattern for Jenna's pattern test. Those are my goals for today until I have to leave for work. But I also have other things I need to do, so we will see how much I get done. I have realized I'm not going to finish this blanket in 6 days, which is totally fine. It's going to give me more content. I have not picked up any shifts on Wednesday or Thursday yet, since I go for my follow-up tomorrow, and I don't know if they're going to be doing the procedure or not. So if they don't, I might end up picking up a last-minute shift Wednesday or Thursday. If not, I am going to spend the entire day working on the blanket. We will see about that. Hopefully I will check in with you guys later with better progress on my blanket and progress on my book tracker project and the Care Bear. I filmed this all already and didn't hit record, so I did not film any of this. But anyways, today is June 12th. I did not film yesterday because I had the follow-up for my surgery, and then I ended up going into work because they did not do a bedside procedure yesterday like they told me they could potentially do. Overall, my follow-up went well. My cyst is healing very well. It was too small for them to pack, which is a really, really good sign of it healing really well. No more infection, no more drainage. I have one more at-home nurse visit, and then it's going to be up to me to maintain it. Just keeping it covered until the skin fully heals over. So all really good signs. The not so great news is my second surgery is going to be a lot bigger than what they originally told me. It's still not a huge deal, still a pretty minor surgery, but they still have to go in and take the cyst out. And my cyst is pretty deep, so that's going to make it much more major than I thought. Basically, I'm going to be out of commission for 3 weeks. I can only lay down or stand, and I really can't do much because I'm going to have stitches, and sitting on it might just put too much pressure on it. I don't necessarily need to have the surgery now, but it's better to get the surgery now rather than later in case the cyst becomes infected again, and I don't want to go through that pain again, so might as well get it done now. I was a little bit worried about work. Not my job is obviously letting me off for my surgery, but I don't want to miss out on the hours because I work retail. I don't get PTO, and my loan repayments are starting next month. So I'm really hoping right now that my business is going to blow up in the next 2 months to get me through my 3 weeks of recovery, but it'll all be fine. I'm trying to schedule it for September because that'll probably be the post after school end of summer sales, but pre-holiday season. It'll all be fine. It'll all work out. It'll be fine. Anytime I have to redo what I'm filming, I always go so much faster because I already know everything I'm going to say. So maybe this is a little bit of a blessing in disguise, so it'll make it easier for me to edit. So I do have quite a bit to edit today. I forget if I mentioned this in last clip, but I did open a customs order listing on my Etsy. And doing that, I also restarted my Etsy ads again. I'm only doing $1 a day. I only did it for 3 of my listings: my pattern, my custom listing form, and my Loaf Cat custom listing. And funny enough, I ended up getting an order that night for my custom loaf cat. So I am very excited for that. I will be using these two colors. It's gonna be so cute. So I am very, very, very excited to get started on that. I was so happy. Like, she ordered it at like 11:30 at night. So I was like jumping for joy in my bed. I also mentioned that I was gonna be doing the Care Bear pattern test for Jenna. I don't know if I showed this, but I'm going to be using these two colors. And I've already made one arm, which is so cute. I'm not sure if you can see it in the frame, but my entire messy basket of crochet stuff. I need to like deal with this today. And then I have made some progress on my blanket. She's looking pretty cute. I'm so excited for it to be done, but it's so soft. The Karen Latte cakes, I highly recommend them. They're very, very, very soft. Anyways, as of right now, I am not working tonight. But I also was not supposed to be working the past 3 days, and I was able to get a shift the past 3 days. So we'll see what happens. Yesterday I was gonna do like a crochet day since the news of the surgery kind of freaked me out a bit, but I ended up going into work. So today is going to be my crochet day, and I definitely want to get the loaf cat done. I want to make more progress on the Care Bear. I'm really hoping to make a lot of progress on my blanket. Anyways, if I don't get called into work today, I will hopefully talk to you guys later today. Hey everyone, today is June 13th. I did not talk to you guys yesterday because I got called into work super last minute. It probably sounds like I get called into work a lot last minute, but I usually don't do much, and I always tell them like, I am almost always ready to work. I can come in last minute if you need to. Like, I do genuinely enjoy working, and yes, it does suck to not have a job in my college degree, but I have amazing coworkers, I have amazing managers, I like the job in general, so I don't mind going in last minute. It gives me something to do. Don't get me wrong, I love crocheting, but my wrist and arms and hands, they need a break sometimes. On that note, I did start the loaf cat like I said I was going to. Here she is. Actually, super cute. I have started reevaluating how I'm going to do my customs form. I'm not sure if this is typical or not for crocheters when they get custom orders to ask a lot of questions, because I felt like I was constantly asking questions. I'm like brainstorming ways like, okay, how can I make this easier for me and for my customer? I'm thinking about like maybe making like a Canva question sheet, if that makes sense, and it'll be like, do you have a picture? If so, send it at this time. What color do you want the nose? Do you want whiskers? Do you want a butt on it? What color? Stuff like that. So I'm trying to think of ways to make it easier. Too bad there wasn't a way that I could automatically send a response like that on Etsy when they order a custom order. I think I had to redo his face so many times because I could not get it right. But I am very happy with the way he turned out. But yeah, I'm definitely going to finish him today. Hopefully. I am scheduled to work today, but first off, not until 5. And since I'm scheduled to work, I'm not gonna get called in since I'm already scheduled. So I have like basically all day to crochet. When I am done with the loaf cat, I am either going to do the Care Bear or the blanket. I'm debating. I really would like to work on the blanket, but I should probably work on the Care Bear. So I might like do more on the Care Bear first and then start on the blanket. I would like to end today's video today. I think I have around 30 minutes of footage, and I aim for like 30 to 40 minutes for my vlogs. When I finish the loaf cat, I will check back in with you guys. Hello everyone, today's June 14th. Only for like 1 more hour because it's like 11 p.m. It's actually exactly 11 p.m. right now. But I wanted to finish up this week's video. I finished my Care Bear. Look how cute Lucky Bear is. The shamrock gave me so many issues. I was going to try and embroider it, but I suck at embroidering things, so I found a quick pattern for it, and yeah. I don't think it looks too much like a shamrock, but honestly, I think it's still cute. But yeah, there's the Lucky Bear. I think it's called Lucky Bear. I don't know. It's been a really long time since I've watched Care Bears. And then I finished my Loaf Cat submission. Look how cute he is. He had a really cool tail. It was kind of like in bands, like the color changes. And I did his white belly and his white little paws. I'm super excited for my customer to get this. Yeah. And then with my 6-day star blanket, I finished my first skein. And it is pretty big. It's like big enough to be a lap blanket now, honestly. But I am determined to use all 3 skeins. Anyways, I think that'll be it for this week's video. I think in next video, of course, I'm going to keep working on my 6-day star blanket. Now that the Care Bear and Loaf Cat are done, I can finally focus some time on my book tracker project, which I've been saying I'm going to do for weeks now. I also have a couple beta fish from Jenna's pattern I would like to make. Right now it is Saturday, tomorrow is Father's Day, but I think my dad and stepmom are going to be out doing things for a few hours, so that'll give me plenty of time to crochet tomorrow. I do not work again until Wednesday, but that could change. I could pick up a shift, but it seems like a lot of people are looking to pick up shifts this week, so I'm not counting on it. My friend and I are going to see How to Train Your Dragon Tuesday night. It's been a really long time since I've been to the movies. I think Barbie was the last movie in theaters I saw. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was it. Either Barbie or Elemental. I honestly don't remember. I'm actually not a huge movie person. I just don't have the patience to watch them. Like, I get bored. Like, I need to be able to, like, get up and do something. Like, if I'm crocheting and watching a movie, totally fine. But I really don't know how I can crochet in the dark at the movie theater. I also might be going over to my same friend's house Monday to watch the first How to Train Your Dragon, or the original animated version. But I've wanted to crochet Toothless for a really long time, and I think after we go see it, I will have to crochet Toothless. It's only right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. I'm so glad we're getting back into more crochet content and less of me rambling on. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Comment down below your favorite part of this video. I'd love to hear from you guys. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.